Welcome back to Dinosaur Deep Dive, a series where we closely examine each creature known to ARK Survival Evolved. In today's show, come with me as we take a look at a gargantuan bear whose closest relative in real life was known as the short-faced bear, a mammal that was as tall as a man when standing on all fours. A creature so large and terrifying, we actually still have these mammals alive today. The creatures are known in-game as Direbears. The Direbear, or short-faced bear as it's referred to in real life, was a prehistoric bear that could be found in North America. It roamed the Earth around 1.8 million years ago to around 11,000 years ago in the time known as the Pleistocene, which on the scale of time when dinosaurs roamed is but a drop in the bucket as far as span of living goes. These bears were the predecessors of the modern-day bears that currently inhabit our planet. Now, when it comes to the size of these prehistoric monsters, the scale is actually quite terrifying. A larger specimen could stand at around 5 to 6 feet tall while standing on 4 legs. When standing upright, it could reach 8 to 10 feet tall, which to a person who's only about 5'4", that's a big-ass bear. Not only were they tall, wide, and long, they were also very heavy. Some specimens have been speculated to weigh in at around 2,100 pounds. Although not called the Direbear in real life, the species mentioned is most likely where inspiration was drawn for the in-game Direbear. Now, when it comes to ARK, this bear is among some of the largest mammals that walk the ARKs. These creatures can be found on pretty much every map in the game. They prefer to stay around redwood trees, but have often been spotted in colder regions as well as caves. The Direbears roam these regions protecting themselves while also foraging for berries. A unique thing about the Direbear is that it is one of the few omnivores in ARK, meaning it can eat both berries and meat. Now, these creatures are more passive than aggressive, but once they have been encroached upon, they will react violently if they feel threatened. One thing to always remember about this bear is that it is surprisingly fast for its size. With a unique ability to build up speed while running, these creatures can and will catch you and eat you if you're not careful. The Direbear has some very cool abilities that can be good for tribes to utilize. Direbears have always been very good at taking a lot of damage, from both humans and dinosaurs. They also have some very high damage-dealing stats, even when wild. Wild Direbears do stupid amounts of damage, and even when tamed and leveled, can be a fearsome foe to fight. They also are great high-speed land mounts that can pack a punch. Lastly, they have the ability to harvest honey from hives without bees attacking them. So now that the bear has been built up, let's knock one down and tame one ourselves with this trapping and taming method. I've used this method before in another episode of Dinosaur Deep Dive. It is by far one of the best ways to tame these mammals and others like it. Here's what you'll need. Simply create a box out of 4 dinosaur gate frames. Place a bear trap within the 4 gate frames and place dinosaur gates inside of the frames. Open the gates in the direction you will be running from the bear, and simply make the bear run directly towards the trap onto the bear trap. Once it is trapped, close the gates, and there you go, a fully trapped Direbear ready for tranking. So now that you have it knocked out, here's what to feed it. So now, let's review exactly what you can use the Direbear for. Although not a dinosaur like the Rex, the Direbear can be a great support damage per second mammal that can dish out high amounts of damage when mate boosted. It can act as a more guerrilla warfare attack machine, doing strafing attacks with its huge area of attack. The Direbear gets honey from large beehives very easily. You can also rest assured you won't be harmed when harvesting the honey. The Direbear makes for a wonderful pet and/or protection detail for any length of travel. They have high land speed and good damage and health stats. This makes them perfect for protecting convoys or transporting goods on them. Bears have boasted high carry weights before, and that can be used quite a lot. And so there you have it, everything you need to know about the Direbear. How to find, tame, and utilize this amazing mammal. Now, I hope you've enjoyed today's episode of Dinosaur Deep Dive, and if you have, be sure to tune in Thursdays at 4 PM Eastern Standard Time for all new episodes featuring a new dinosaur every week. Didn't get a chance to see last week's episode? No worries, I've got you covered. Check the end screen of this video or click the top right hand corner of this video for the playlist. Join us next week as we take a look at the first underwater dinosaur in Dinosaur Deep Dive, the Basilosaurus. Thanks for watching.